And being an engineer, I'm from the engineering society, my presentation is going to deal with skill development. And when I'm talking about skill development, I'm going to talk about technical and vocational education and training, TVET, in the Muslim community of Ghana. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure for me to come to you this morning and to make this motivational address. Madam Chairman, Mr. Chairman, Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you, and the blessing of Allah rest on the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It gives me a great pleasure to be presented this opportunity to give this short motivational address to this camp gathering. It is good to notice that the Islamic communities in Ghana are getting these opportunities and using the opportunity to address the educational and training needs of our youth. In this speech, I will cover the following areas. 1, the importance of TVET. 2, the areas of skill development. 3, socio-economic benefit and associated challenges in the deprived Muslim community in Ghana. 4, establish educational route through the junior high school, senior high school, university, and industrial engineering professionals. On the importance of TVET, in general, there are 2 main routes of education in Ghana, namely the general education and TVET. TVET is the technical and vocational education and training. It is trite knowledge that education holds the key to development, but the UNESCO holds the views that TVET holds the master key to development. So we have education is the key to development, but the TVET is the master key to the development. It is also common knowledge that all developed countries have developed using technical and vocational work. Areas of skill development. There are various skills development areas, and I will strongly recommend that you look yourself at how well you fit into the various areas before choosing which areas to go into. I will say that you should look at your own personal abilities and interests and the opportunities that are available to you. Our use of vocation in the past connoted training in female trade areas, but a vocation is a person's employment or a main occupation, especially regarded as wealthy and requiring dedication. It is also a trade or a profession. Skill areas for our guests and ladies will include traditionally domestic areas such as dressmaking, fashion and design, catering, cookery, and housekeeping areas. For the boys and young men, we can talk about building areas, engineering and electrical areas. Sub-trade will be masonry, block work, and concreting, painting and decorating, house wiring, aluminum fabrication. Other areas are motor vehicle mechanics, motor vehicle electricals, motor vehicle bodyworks, motor winding, electronics, and electricals, metal machining, welding, and fabrication. This list is not exhaustive. Let's go beyond that. The times when parents choose the trade area for their children is now a bit in the past. It is my personal opinion that the prospective trainees and students should determine the choice of their skills areas with the advice of their parents and family. Our parents are seeing things that we may not see. For example, existing and other skill areas that we do not know of because they have seen many of the skill areas. They have practiced and they have seen the opportunities that we can have. It is therefore my strong opinion that parents should guide their wards, children and grandchildren, but not necessarily insist upon them choosing a particular trade or trade area. There are so many stories around where people were forced to be educated as medical doctors or lawyers because this is what their parents wanted. But they ended up as a bread bakers and leather work, etc. Socioeconomic benefits and associated challenges in deprived Muslim community in Ghana. Today, SHS level education and training is basically free, but going up the ladder or even before reaching SHS has difficulties for our parents. Therefore, TVET is a very viable option for deprived Muslim community in Ghana. Considering the duration for training and employability compared to schooling in general education and the possibilities of employment during and thereafter, if I compare two children, for example, twins, one of which takes the SHS general education route, then the other takes the TVET route, assuming they both complete the junior high school, and one gets into senior high school, and the other also get into the technical vocational institution. At the end of their level of education or training, it is easier for the TVET graduate to be employed or be self-employed compared to the other who attended general education. Using a second bad example, if they both did not pass to be able to continue, there is a strong likelihood for the TVET person to get into some kind of self-employment or paid employment. A first-year trainee learning carpentry and joinery can be able to make kitchen stool, money boxes, and small tables, also called chop tables, and make a living out of it. If you go to Engr in Kumasi, for example, there are many carpenters there from the Volta region making simple pieces of woodwork like stool, tables, and that is why they have lived on. Ghana's unemployment rate at about 14%. Many of them have gone to school and hold very high qualification, but they have not been educated or trained to make practical things. In the past, we used to have unemployed graduate association, but most of the people who have gone through TVET will be able to do something with their head, heart, and hands, and so will not be among there. That is what I would strongly recommend for our deprived Muslim communities. This can be a starting point. With the lifelong learning system, our children can further their education and training for higher qualification as the opportunities come up. One of the challenges in our Muslim communities is the number of children per family. We have a large youthful population. TVET, with the ability to get them into some form of employability, after 3 to 4 years, can mop the unemployed in our Muslim communities. Guests in catering can start by preparing donuts, mansa, or kose in the communities. Bread baking, hairdressing, cloth weaving, and sewing are other options for our females. It is not to say that we are not good for any other profession. What I am saying is that it will be easy for one, after having obtained such a training, to develop, instead of our Muslim girls becoming head porters, kayaye. Why do we not train them to be hairdressers? Similarly, instead of our young men being employed to carry blocks and concrete on a building site, why not train them to become the masons and concreters on the site? In TVET, the socio-economic benefits for our deprived Muslims will be that our youth will not be left behind. They can be quickly removed from dependency on their parents and others and be removed from the grip of Satan. Satan found way for the other hands. Nevertheless, our youth should be given opportunity to develop their own skills. There is nothing wrong about somebody coming from the deprived Muslim community becoming a lawyer or a medical doctor. There are quite a number of them. You can even talk about members of parliament, MP. So while giving each person opportunity, it is good to give him or her the opportunity to achieve his or her height potential. Establish educational route through the JHS, SHS, university and industrial engineering profession. In the past, it was very difficult for people in technical and vocational training to progress in qualification, and therefore the employment leader should end up very low level. In the recent past, COVID and its commented divisions, wings, has established many channels and opportunities for rising on the education ladder for TVET graduate. It is now possible to go through college degree, continue to the master's degree, and get up to the doctorate degree, that PhD. Route, it is from junior school to senior school, which include the TVET institution. Opportunity then exists for all students to progress to the degrees awarded institution and obtain the various levels of degrees from the first degree through the second degree and progress to the doctorate degree and other higher level, that is to say postdoctorate degree. For you today, I can see that life is opening up before you. Youthful life, so fresh and bright, and Allah on high is watching over you. Be hero in the fight. I strongly encourage you to take your education and training very, very seriously, because your future can end. Your future and the future of your families and society will depend on how you seriously take your education and training today. Allah bless our Muslim Ummah. Allah bless our Ghanaian Muslim. Allah bless Hayat. Thank you very much.
HAFIZ TV, unique every day.